Welcome back, everyone. I had a lot of interest in the North American Arms, the NAA Wasp, and so I thought I would take this opportunity, since I received the boot grips just recently in the mail, the fairly inexpensive upgrade to the little revolver, and I thought I should show the holster that it's used with also. This holster, I cannot tell you the brand name. It's made by a company that sells them on your favorite auction websites and various other places. But this is one of the most popular holsters for these little NAA pistols. This one happens to fit not only the Wasp but the other 22 Magnums in 1 5/8 barrel. They make specific holsters for it, and this one is like I said, for the 1 5/8 barrel, and also has an ammo packet on it. They're available in other colors. Now the ammo pocket here, you can see there is ammo in it, 22 mags. Because of the curvature, they fit in just like that because of this curvature here, and stack just fine with the rims. You might even be able to, if you broke it in right, get another one in there. Comes very stiff. You'll want to work it around. But anyway, that's the pocket holster. No belt loops at all to carry on a belt, anything like that. Strictly a pocket holster. When we put that aside, we'll get back to the Wasp. Double check that it is empty. Get it in the right position here. We can swing through the cylinders, and I can see that they're empty. So let's go ahead and take a look at these boot grips. I don't know what brand they are either. Just ordered them off of your favorite ordering house, and I thought we'd go ahead and fit them on there and see. You can see the number there. I don't know if that'd help you find them if you like them. I haven't tried them. So let's see what we've got with them. First impressions, they're a little lighter color than I like. I'd prefer more of a walnut color. These are a redwood color. They're even a lighter color than the holster. Well, close match. But they're almost a rose color. So, not my favorite color, but they're just going to be carried around in the pocket. I can't remember what I paid for them. They were the $30 range. They look to have a nice finish on them for plywood. Of course, laminate rosewood, not true rosewood. So let's get busy, and we'll pull the stock grips off, and at the same time we'll take a look at the inside of the spring housing, which is the grip itself. Got my appropriately sized screwdriver. If you watched my tools, I've already sized it to the screw. That part I did do. It's correct width and correct thickness. We'll drop these right off. And you can see they're just cut to fit the firearm. A little bit of oil on them. And there we can see the two springs in the firearm. One is a rod, and one is a looks like the mainspring there. The rod is probably the trigger spring, I would guess. I'm not that familiar. I've never pulled one of these apart. Probably never will, unless I had problems. Now, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but there's quite a bit of dust in there, and filings and shavings. Let me grab a Q-tip. I got a clean one here. Just happen to keep them on my bench. Let me go ahead and wipe that out. Yeah, there's quite a bit of debris on that. Might be a good idea at the future point to even consider trying to wash this gun out, as the amount of debris would probably smooth things up a lot on the trigger and whatnot. But for now, we'll just wipe out what we can get to. It looks much better, but I imagine it's throughout. It's probably sanding debris from when they looks like it was sanded after, because the sanding marks do follow the screw in their direction. I'm sure the screw was sanded flush on both sides after it was built and put together. That's the reason it'll have that dust in there. I doubt there would be too much on the internals. Could be some go through the little access hole there that the hammer spring goes through, the main spring. Anyway, we got a screw here and a couple of pins, it looks like, in this little bag. Just dump them so I don't lose them. Alright, let's see how they fit. They are cut similarly to these with a shape that should fit on the gun, it looks like. We'll see if we have to do any fitting to it. Right off the bat, it's extremely close. Let me rock it a little and see. Yeah, it just, rather than actually do any sanding on it, I just rocked on it a little bit and it snapped into place. So it's a good, tight, nice fit. And I'm going to test fit the other side before I put the pins in. They're not perfectly lined up. There we go. Not bad. Got a fairly straight line here. Gap is a little bit off on the bottom. That's a little bit sad there. In fact, there we go. That grip actually snapped down just a little when I put a little pressure on it. That looks a lot better. Alrighty, I think we can live with that. Let's pop this grip off. We'll grab a pin. Second pin. Hopefully it'll line up again with these pins installed. There we go. Yeah, nice flush fit now. Those locator pins look like they are right on the money. Alright, let's test the length on this screw. See if it's the same screwdriver size. Looks like I gotta go down a little bit in size on the screwdriver. Still a little bit wide. This is a pretty narrow slot on this screw. There we go, just right. If we can hit it. Not too tight, just snug, and that's not bad. I could, if I was a perfectionist, grind that off just a little and polish it up, but I'm going to leave that alone because it's recessed far enough in there. After all, these are just pocket grips. Oh my, what a difference in feel. Now I fully can get two fingers comfortably on the firearm, and it fills my hand down in the lower area of the palm much better. Much easier to manipulate everything because I got a good grip. I can even get my little pinky finger, my short little pinky finger on it when I manipulate it a little bit. What a marked improvement. So how much more room will it take up in the pocket? Hardly much more than the original grips would have. There will be a little bit more sticking out there. In fact, let's pull this screw out and see how much bigger they are from the screw standpoint. About there, so you can see the amount of size we added on. It's not insignificant, but in a pocket it's actually not sticking out much further than the holster line here is. Just almost level with it, so it'll actually square it up in the pocket a little bit, make it disappear a little bit better. Much better, and I think it makes it a kind of a nifty looking little firearm too. So there we go. A fun modification and easy to do. Anybody could handle it. So until next time, we'll get back into some more milsurps and some other various antique firearms. So thanks for watching. See you next time.